Hi guys, I wanted to share something. I had this realization today also as I was working out in the gym. So I thought I would share it. You know, these days it's quite easy to be inspired, to feel motivated to do something physical. Es- Maybe particularly weightlifting, resistance training in the gym. It's easy. People do feel inspired when they see somebody, training in the gym or witness somebody having accomplished a, a good a good physique, a good level of physique. And there's no shock in this. Most people these days have such lifestyles that they literally have no physical activity. They don't move their bodies around, so and so their body starts to store fat, and so they become fat. They become chubby. They gain usually a lot of fat, and so that then becomes disturbing. So it's no wonder that people feel inspired when they see somebody have a good physical shape and they train, especially weight training in the gym. So, and what I wanted to share is that it's easy to feel inspired and then maybe feel inspired enough that you begin lifting weights in the gym. But the difficult part is the consistency. That's actually the challenging part. It's easy to start, but it's very hard to stay consistent because there are different factors that could go in with keeping up the consistency with your resistance training, weight training. One of them is that you have to structure your day in a way that you that that weightlifting your weightlifting session is a priority for you, and so you make time for it. Specifically, there is you know you dedicate enough time for it, maybe 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours, so that you have a window specifically for your weight training session. It isn't like this that you train for 6 months or maybe 4 months, 3 months, and then you don't train. Once or maybe for a year or a couple of years, and then when you have achieved a level of physique that you like, then you stop training. Then when you stop training, you can quickly lose the progress that you would have made by that point, having put in enough effort and intention and hard work in. And when you lose that progress, that can feel very, very frustrating. I've been through this, I've experienced this. You put in a lot of effort, hard work, intention, you show dedication, and you have to be, you have to keep good level of discipline to to be to be hitting the gym for most days of the week, ideally 5 days, sometimes maybe 4 days, or maybe 6 days a week, you have to be disciplined. So that takes a lot. You you have to keep your sleep in check. You have to keep your diet in check. You have to keep your all of the things, all of the activities that you do, that you engage in, that you all of the actions of yours that you do during your day, and so then during your week, and so then during your month. So for months, for years, you have to be disciplined. You to to show the dedication, to keep just to keep showing up consistently in the gym. What I want to come down is that it's not just that how start weightlifting and do for a specific number of months and then you leave, and it doesn't work like that. It's a lifestyle shift. It's a lifestyle shift. Maybe you would have to probably you would have to structure your life in a way that you can keep this activity for life. I certainly am designing my life or structuring it in a way that I can do it for the rest of my life. And I feel like I I have achieved a good level of it, and I would be able to keep it around because I am a digital nomad. So this would certainly be the thing that I would be doing consistently. It takes a lot for you to be consistent at it. You have to keep your, sleep schedule in check, your sleep time, wake up time, your meals, your your job, work, study, whatever, and you can meet very specific people and for a very limited span of time. And you have to keep all your activities, limited for a limited span of time, and you need to keep your and then you want to keep your attention saved for it. You want to keep your energy saved for it. My observation is that my personal observation is that you can lose your energy, your attention, your focus quite easily. For example, when I'm going to the department, if I look at too many people, I feel like I'm losing focus, or I'm losing my energy, I'm losing my attention, because attention, it requires energy. If you don't have energy, you won't be able to pay attention. So attention and energy are linked. So you need to keep lifting weights consistently, regularly. You then need to value your attention, your energy, your time, just about everything. You you start to value your own self then, because as you as you're valuing, giving importance to almost each element that relates to you, your day, your week, your month, you yourself become an important person for you. And that happens from a place of love. You must love yourself. If you don't know, if you if you don't know how to love yourself, or you think you have not been taught how to love yourself, that's okay. Most people have not been taught how to love themselves, so it's something that you can learn. I am certainly learning to love myself, and it's something worth learning. When you learn to love yourself, then you start to love yourself, then you start to improve yourself, then things and life start to fall in place. And so that's a good thing. You become a valuable member of your family, then you become a valuable member of your friendship, of your friend circle, then you become a valuable member of the community, your community, and then you become a valuable member of your country, you become a valuable member of the world. And so that's that's what, that's all that there is. That's the best thing you can do. I think I got a little carried away. Mainly I wanted to touch on this consistency part. When you're beginning, it's okay to, do to train once a week, for the first month maybe, then 2 days a week in the second month, then 3 days a week in the third month. It's okay to make progress like this, but once you get to a place, to a level where you have become consistent, you are going to the gym for 4 days a week, for 5 days a week, or for 6 days a week, or maybe for even 7 days a week. It's very important to stay consistent. There's no going back, because if you go back, you lose all the progress that you have made. Even though muscle memories stays in there, but there's significant, I feel that there's significant amount of progress that you lose. I mean, you lose everything. You lose discipline, you lose progress that you have had made, and that progress comes from having burned quite valuable resources of your time. You put in a lot of time, energy, intention, you focus, money, food. You know you use a lot of these valuable resources to get there. Maybe you, as I do, maybe you would have you know practice doing meditation also, because it's important to have a relaxed breathing pattern in the gym, to to be able to relax, to breathe relax in a relaxed manner in the gym, so that you can lift weights with patience, with courage. You cannot train in the gym while being in a hurry, uh, because in that case, chances are that you'll mess up with weights. Somehow you will mess up. So it's necessary to be patient, relaxed while you're in the gym. So have found that meditation helps me with that, with managing my anxiety and my breathing pattern. So I have spent a good deal. I have invested a good deal of time in meditation. So this is a very valuable facet of my life. Weightlifting and sculpting my body, whatever I do now physically, it is very valuable. And so I cannot imagine now ruining it or giving it up or going back. There's just no going back. And sometimes going to the gym, weightlifting session, your resistance training session can be profoundly difficult, but it's worth showing up and delaying gratification for an hour or for an hour and a half or maybe for a couple of hours, because you need to stretch and warm up before workout, and then you need to, it's fair. I enjoy it, and it's important that you stretches post workout, and I like to post my weight training session, so that it takes usually it takes an hour and a half or maybe a couple of hours. It's worth delaying gratification for that long after having take this element of the day. You then feel a lot better, as I do. I feel a lot better when I have trained in the gym. Sometimes I do find it difficult going to the gym, as I found it today, but I went to the gym anyway. It takes tears. It can get painful sometimes. You might even have to cry because you don't want to go. You want to do something else. But that's the thing about consistency, discipline, and being predictable, becoming trustworthy, becoming a reliable man. It takes sacrifice. It takes a lot, actually, to be consistent. I just wanted to share this thought. I know my I have fewer words, and my skill of articulation is not that good. But I like to talk in this manner. I like to share my thoughts and then post them to YouTube to see what happens. If you have listened to this recording of mine this far, share your thoughts down in the comment section what you think of this. And if you're the guy who already trains in the gym, what are your thoughts on it? How do you see it? And one thing more, I wanted to share that I don't usually I don't listen to any kind of music or songs while I'm training in the gym, mainly because I don't want to become reliant on music and songs to hype myself up in order to lift weights. No, I don't want to do that. I want to be able to lift weights just being by my mind. I want my my mind, maybe my thoughts, or maybe the ability of me to focus without um, external stimulation, that to be my music while I'm lifting weights. and I also viewed it in this way that if I'm not listening to music or any kind of songs while I'm lifting weights in the gym, I would be able to listen to my mind, to my thoughts, way more closely as compared to when I would be listening to music, any kind of music or songs, and that is useful for me because then I can observe my mind, what it's thinking when I'm through my weightlifting session, and because I want to learn about myself. So it's a useful thing to not listen to music or songs while you're lifting weights and just be by yourself. And I wanted to experience how, you know, boring could be, the process of lifting weights or being by yourself. You don't have another partner or your accountability partner. You're the only person who lifts weights. You are your companion, you are your partner, and you also don't listen to music or songs. And so I wanted to see how boring it could get in that case, and how would my brain would feel during that process, and then how would I need to push myself to to finish the workout. Yeah, yeah, I wanted to witness that. I wanted to observe that, and I have been pretty much successful at this. I am glad. I think I am pretty glad that I went about this in this manner. Most guys wouldn't do it this way, but it's okay. You still make progress at the physical level anyway. But maybe you don't learn about your brain, about yourself as much closely as I can when, as I said, I don't listen to any music or songs. And I would like to see, more guys train in this style without this external aid of stimulating your brain or your muscles, your body, in the form of music or songs. And if you have any suggestions for me to for me to how do I say this? If you have any suggestion for me to improve on my this skill of articulation, please let me know in the comment section. I would love to read them and then put them to action, execute them in order to improve my in order to I don't know in order to improve my in order to improve my skill of articulation. This I don't know how to say this. Anyway, I'm closing it.